Hello guys, so I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show you top PekkaBoBat attacks along with some other honorable mentions. So starting off with the very basic base, this isn't max Th12 base, so a PekkaBoBat will be easy on it, but since this player doesn't really execute it quite nicely, didn't get the troops the way he wanted, but still got the 3-star nonetheless. So the defense was quite spread it out. All the infernos were on the corners around the town hall. Town hall was separated out. Wizard towers were away from each other, so he kind of circled around the defenses and then dropped the the bat spell on the top right side, which will be taken down by the wizard tower in the multi-target inferno because he didn't have any free spell left. So still somehow he manages and able to take down the defenses, and it turned out to be an okay PekkaBoBat attack. Now moving on to the next attack, which is a much more defined and much more well executed PekkaBoBat. So now in this attack, this is a bit of a mixed base with a lot of wall covering, 3 layers of walls with in between defenses. So what he does is uses the Pekka and baby dragon to funnel in, then uses the wall breaker and rest of the Pekka and the bowlers and the heroes and healers to go inside the base, take down the majority defenses. So what he tries to do here is to take down as many splash damage defenses, especially the multi-target inferno and the wizard towers, and now he will execute a quite nice funneling. He did use the warden ability early to make sure that the rest of the troops stays alive, which will result in a lot of damage in the later. And now the bat spells on the top right, and they will just eat the rest of the base. The free spell coming on, jump spell coming on, and yeah, rest of the base just get cleared in no time at all. So this was a fairly easy and a really well executed free spell coming on the wizard tower, quite nicely timed. And now only one wizard tower is in the way, which will be taken down by the bat spell along with the free spell and the ability. Here he's dropped the free spell a little early, but doesn't matter, queen ability is still there, and he manages to 3-star it quite nicely with the cleaning up troops. Now moving on to the next PekkaBoBat attack, there's going to be plenty of them, and in this attack he does on this island base with 2 multi-target inferno. So he's going to funnel in from the top side, and with the classic balloon and a main damage making troop in this case, which is Electro. So he will funnel in all of the troops. He wants his heroes and the kill squad right in the center, taking down the town hall. Now here I am a little surprised that how he managed to take down that multi-target inferno. Did he use some kind of damage control? I don't know what he used, but he somehow manages to break the wall. Okay, the wall wrecker. Now the quick ability to the warden. Now town hall, when it's surrounded by the walls, it has a big disadvantage in the defense because it can, when it dies, it explodes and it doesn't do any damage to the surrounding troops because they don't go around over the town hall. Now he will drop his bat spell, and most of the base is almost killed instantly, and Queen's ability is still alive. Queen is still alive, and yeah, almost all the wizard towers are taken down. So bat spell coming on the multi-target inferno with the sphere spell on it, and the bat spell will go all the way up to freeze on the wizard tower. I say a fairly nicely well timed wizard tower freeze. And now on the multi-target inferno, that was a bit late, which will cause the bat spell to die, but queen is still alive, so he will be able to get this 3-star. Queen will just take down that builder hut and then quickly break down the wall, a level 12 wall, not so hard to break, and queen's ability pop and a 3-star. Now moving on to the next attack, which is a bit more strong base. Now I'm going to show you two. I did show you attacks similar to this one, I guess, or I am going to show a similar base like that. So 2 attempts on these bases, and both the time a 3-star. So he funnels it with the Electro and a couple of Pekka on the top side. Again, he wants to funnel in towards the town hall, take down the clan castle. Here comes the wall wrecker, rest of the troops, heroes, healers, wizard tower. There are potentially 3 wizard towers that he can easily take down, and along with that multi-target inferno on the top side. He pops the ability of the warden. Again, the town hall is surrounded by the walls, which is not a good idea in my opinion. It's not a good idea to put the town hall in a ring like that, which stops the town hall to actually do damage on the troops like bowlers and Pekka even. So I would recommend not to do it. Here comes the bat spell. Interestingly, the sweeper does not affect the bat spell, taking on the eagle. Now comes the free spell. The wizard towers are just completely distracted, and yeah, nothing can stop this. And really nice free spell on the inferno, but he didn't need it because the ice golem popped and freeze everything, and another nice attack. So a really overwhelmingly strong attack this time. And now we move on to another attack, and this one is even much more tough and a much more well executed. Now this is a bit of a mystery base because the town hall is a bit towards the center, but is an open, not surrounded by walls, which I like. This is a really nice base, especially made against Hog Riders, I think, because all the infernos are on the multi-target. So he funnels in from the right corner, the right top corner. Usually the warden ability, 2 multi-target inferno are on the troops, so a good decision to pop the warden's ability, take down the right bottom section quite nicely. Now he's going to pop King's ability pretty soon, because he do want to take down that wizard tower in order to take down rest of the buildings with the bat spell. Now he pops the King's ability, wizard tower goes down. Now there's only 1 or 2 wizard tower. Now he comes the bat spell. Now he will freeze as soon as they go to the eagle artillery. He will freeze the wizard tower, nicely timed, and the wizard tower will be taken down. Another freeze spell on the multi-target inferno, and that multi-target inferno will be taken down quite nicely because there's a lot of bats to take down, and a nice attack. 1 more wizard tower going down, and rest of the troops are just a cleanup troop making their way. Queen's ability popped, a nicely done attack. Now you notice that in the earlier attacks I showed you the weaker bases and fairly decent attacks, but as we move on to more maxed out bases, the strategy becomes much more accurate and you see a much more productive results, because it's executed very well, and this army indeed is very strong. Now moving on to the next attack, which is again a PekkaBoBat on the similar, exactly same base. It will be done somewhat similar, 2 electros. Now on this point, he will go from the bottom side, and he will drop a couple of bowlers to make sure that the rest of the troops goes inside, because he does want to take that multi-target inferno, and hopefully the eagle artillery and the wizard tower and the town hall. Again, the town hall is surrounded by the 1 layer of walls. It is not a good idea to put town hall like that. You can put a dotted walls to make it much more separated out from the rest of the base, but putting the town hall like that is not a very good idea, especially when you're doing an attack which is ground attack. So here he warden's ability and the lava hound in the clan castle. The pups pop up, and the queen will move around and start taking down the lava pups and the heroes of the enemy base. Now, the bat spells are spawned on right on the defenses because the wizard towers were completely distracted, and there are still ice golem left, which will all the way to the end distract the wizard tower. So it was indeed a very overwhelmingly strong attack, and as a matter of fact, the rest of the buildings are just a cleanup. Bats are pretty fast, so you don't have to worry about the timing. So another 3 stars. Now moving on to the next attack, which is even much more tougher, and now this base is a lot stronger base than most bases you see. Now on this base, this attack might not seem very effective, but if you execute it nicely, it can. So the electrodes, the main point of using electrodes is that you don't want them to wander around too much. So what he's trying to do is take down the upper section, because it looks like a very good separated out section on the upper side. So taking down it with the heroes and clank and the World Wrecker and Queen with the healers. Now Wrecker just gets destroyed, balloons comes out, take down 2 ice golems in the clan castle. So he pretty much takes it down, and he starts doing his electro dragon attack from the bottom side. So what it does is that electro dragons will go in a straight array. You don't want more than 1 dragon on each defense, because it will pretty much put the electro dragon at disadvantage. So multiple electro on multiple defenses, so in an array, but not too far away that they get distracted and don't do enough damage. So here, a very nice warden ability. Queen is still alive. He does manage to get the 3-star quite barely, but that's probably because he didn't expect the queen to delay to take down the upper defenses so slow, which we will get to the later on the exact same base by the exact same player on another base, which is also a max Th12 with the exact same army. And at that place, you will know how well he executed this attack. In this, he barely gets the 3-star, but manages nonetheless. And now moving on to the next attack. In this attack, exactly the same base, exactly the same player, but a different opponent. So he goes with the exact same army, but this time he executed it much more accurately with the exact same drop, with the exact same funneling, but this time he will try to make sure that the queen goes much more deeper. So he drops an electro dragon on the left side much earlier than before, learning from his mistake that he had to make sure that he gets the upper buildings fast, because the electro dragon will get distracted on the upper side, which he definitely don't want. So this time he drops 1 electro early, and queen is quite healthy and still coming up and cleaning the upper side. Queen will never go on the downside, and the rest of the troops just get taken down easily. Still got the queen with the healer. Multi-target Inferno cannot do anything against the queen with the healers on it, and yeah, a nice 3-star. So that's the 2 electro dragon attacks in a row. Now moving on to the another attack, and as this ends, moving on to the next attack, which even I don't know what it is. So yeah, that's the attack we are going to see. So a bit unusual attack, but it will work quite nicely, and you will see why. So he starts with the Storm Slammer. So my initial guess was he's going to funnel in with a clone spell. He's going to funnel in and go on the top side. But what he's trying to do here is take down some of the key defenses like Wizard Tower and the air defenses. Now these are the distracting defenses because he wants his balloons to go right in the center. So what he's trying to do is trying to eliminate the corner, left and right corners of the base with his troops, and the queen and the heroes on the outside, so they won't distract his balloons or get taken down. So now the rest of the troops are cleared out. he can easily deploy his balloons from the top pan with the hound. And remember, he is going to save one hound and some balloons, some balloons, at least 5 or 6 balloons to get from the bottom side in case these balloons don't reach rest of the defenses at the bottom side, because balloons take a lot of time to move around. So he will decently use the haste spell, and as soon as the balloons goes over the town hall, wakes up the town hall, he will pop the warden's ability. Here comes the warden's ability, an eagle taken down by a single balloon, which have barely any health, and multi-target inferno getting taken down. A haste spell a bit off on the wrong side, but still manages to get the 3-star. Here comes the rest of the balloon and one hound to take down the bottom defenses, and the lava pops and the minions doing their work on the top side. So cleanup is going good. Wizards are working on a group of balloons, but the rest of the balloons, there are just so many balloons still left, and he's holding on his one haste spell in order to take down that Tesla farm, because the Tesla farm can be pretty lethal, and those Tesla farm will start working on those minions and lava pops. Meanwhile, the balloon comes close to the Archer tower, a haste spell comes in, takes down the rest of the building. He does manage to take down quite a lot of balloons, but they're just too much to handle, and then a 3-star. In the end, a couple of balloons left, but he easily gets it. So it looks a very surgical attack, looks tough, but it's not, because it's executed quite nicely. Now moving on to the next attack. This is a fascinating attack and one of my favorite attacks, because it is comprising of surprises. Yeah, so it is a very white base, and he's trying to funnel his heroes to go inside and take down the queen. The main logic behind it is, if you don't take down the queen, the hogs will not work properly in this case. So taking down the defenses, like the splash damage defenses, multi-target inferno. In this case, I can see only one multi-target inferno. I don't know where is the third one I can see. So anyway, he goes in, the wall wrecker goes inside, heroes comes in, and the queen is a bit distracted by the mortar, but the queen comes up, will take down the multi-target inferno clan castle, and in the clan castle he does have the ice golem to freeze the defenses. Now he drops a few hogs on the left bottom side to take down the top defenses, because again he wants his hogs to go in the center and take down the eagle and the town hall. At that point, he wants to pop his warden's ability, making the most worth, and that is the reason I'm showing this attack at the very end, and drops a earthquake spell to waken up the town hall, pops warden's ability, an absolute rampage. Now he will drop his cleaning up troops on the top side, and the hogs. There's just so many hogs. He still got one more heal spell left. So many hogs still alive, and absolutely crushing this town hall 12 with sheer dominance. Here comes the last heal spell. Look at this, there's so many hogs riders still alive. So if you execute this army, is so overwhelmingly strong if you use it quite nicely. The hogs dies quite nicely, but if you take down those few key defenses, it is an easy and really easy 3-star attacking technique. Bomb Tower does quite a damage on the hog riders, but at this point almost all the defenses are down. Cleanup squad is up there, wizards working, and yeah, quite nicely, neatly done. So I'm going to bring more videos like this. I hope you like it. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you guys later. Signing out.